working, it's just not loud enough.
I'm going to have to put it right loud, I guess. On behalf of all our chapters and community leaders in Alberta, I am honored to welcome you to our memorial monument for victims of impaired driving. As we begin today's ceremony, we first wish to acknowledge that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respect the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. Our mission at MAP Canada is to stop impaired driving and to support victims of this violent crime. Monuments like this one are one of the most important ways that we support victims and survivors. It is a way to remember and honor the loved ones who were taken so suddenly and so tragically. In this safe place, we pay tribute to your loved ones. We also stand united in our shared goal to end impaired driving. To everyone with loved ones' names on this monument, we know this can be a very emotional experience. Thank you for your courage and your strength. I would now like to ask the members of our Provincial Monument Committee to come forward to unveil the monument.
I have to go.
I have had the privilege of working with, and I'd like them to raise their hand and wave at you as I say their names, working with Linda McCullough, including 7 victims whose names were added this year. Wayne Edward Renas, Alfred Bennery, Rick Kutrick, Catherine Faye Ditto, Kelly Ross, Jillian Lavalley, and Linda Trombley. To their family members, please know that we all stand with you to remember your loved ones. We hope that you feel the support and understanding that surrounds you today. Every name on this monument represents someone taken from their families, their friends, and communities by the senseless act of impaired driving. Each one is a heartbreaking and devastating loss. I don't need to tell anyone here about the terrible toll that impaired driving takes. You are living it. Today we will light candles in tribute to your loved ones and to all the innocent lives lost. We honor their memories and all they mean to us. Before we begin the tribute ceremony, we have some special guests who wish to share their messages of support. First, I would like to welcome Steve Sullivan, the Chief Executive Officer of MAP Canada, to say a few words.
Thank you, Brenda. I'm honored to be here. This is the 4th service this summer that I've attended across the country. Every one of these services is special and meaningful. And I get to meet so many wonderful people, but I always regret the fact that we have to meet under these circumstances. These memorials are one of the most important things that MAP Canada does. In part because it's our solemn promise to always make sure that we never forget those who have been lost to impaired driving. It's hard to tell sometimes, read the headlines and see the stories, that impaired driving has decreased since the start of the anti-impaired driving movement. And that's in part because of more effective laws, strong police and law enforcement, and public awareness efforts. And MAP Canada is proud to have played a strong role in promoting those reforms to our laws, both provincial and federal, to supporting victims of this violent crime, and to going across the country and educating thousands millions of students in the last 10 years about the risks of impaired driving. But there's still work to be done. And we've seen that in your province in the past week with the loss of a first responder, and in my province in Ontario with the loss of a law enforcement officer, both allegedly due to impaired driving. So clearly we still have a lot of work to do. Impaired driving continues to be a leading cause of criminal cause of death. But as an organization, we also recognize that tens of thousands of Canadians are injured by impaired drivers every year. And those injuries can range from minor to psychological injuries to people who have lifelong challenges that they and their families have to learn to deal with. We just completed our third national survey where we asked Canadians whether they drive after consuming alcohol, cannabis, or illicit drugs. And in this survey, we found some positive signs, some negative signs, but overall, we found that too many Canadians are still making the choice to drive while impaired by alcohol or drugs. And they justify it. They don't have very far to go. They don't feel that impaired. And they think they can just drive a little more carefully. But clearly, when we look at this monument, we know that those choices don't make a lot of sense. And their choices are costing people their lives. They know it's dangerous, they know it's illegal, and yes, they face that risk anyway. Together with our Alberta volunteers, we are committed to stopping impaired driving and supporting victims and survivors. We have wonderful volunteers across the province who deliver programs and services in their own communities, and they work endlessly and tirelessly to help prevent impaired driving. I want to thank all of our volunteers across the province, both those who are here today and those who are unable to join us. Some of our volunteers have suffered loss or injury themselves, and they are dedicated to changing things for the better so that their families never have to experience the heartbreak and hardships they have. Many of our volunteers are people who've known someone or been impacted in a different way, or are just concerned members of their communities. And whatever the reason for joining us, we all have the same mission in mind. Together we raise awareness about impaired driving and its tragic consequences, and we urge everyone to plan ahead and drive sober. One of the most important things we do is educate young people and provide them with the knowledge and tools to protect themselves so that we're in that situation and make the right choice. We promote changes to strengthen impaired driving laws at all levels of government. There is no one magic solution, and every government has a role. But at the heart of everything that we do are victims and survivors of impaired driving. In preventing impaired driving, we prevent victims and survivors. But sadly, for those that we haven't been able to prevent, we try to provide support and assistance where and when we can. We have 7 online monthly support groups where we allow people who experience similar loss and tragedy. We have groups for loss of a child, people who are injured, people who lost their partner. We provide realistic and honest information and resources about the criminal justice system, about the Canadian criminal system, and about the civil law process. Probably the most important thing we do for victims and survivors is our national conference for victims of impaired driving. We're looking forward next weekend, actually, to our first conference in 3 years. That's a conference where we bring people from across the country who've been injured, families who've lost someone. And the most important part of that conference is that we allow them a safe space to share their own journeys, their own suffering with others who walk a similar path. We champion the rights of victims and survivors through policy and advocacy. And our memorials like this, again, help us keep our promise to never forget those who've been lost. We have more work to do, and it's our solemn promise to all of you that we won't stop until we've stopped impaired driving. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. In our work to prevent impaired driving and support victims and survivors, we receive tremendous support from our local elected leaders. We are honored to have Jeff Acker, the Mayor of Spruce Grove, with us today, and I welcome him here to share his message from the city.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, like it was introduced, my name is Jeff Acker. I'm the mayor of the city of Spruce Grove. And on behalf of our residents and Spruce Grove City Council, it is truly my honor and privilege to be here with you all today. I'm also representing our neighbors in the town of Stony Plain and the county of Parkland. I'm very honored to be joined here with our deputy mayor, Dave Oldham. And to begin, we would first like to extend our sincerest condolences to those of you who are here in honor of a loved one. Our hearts go out to you and to cherish the memory of those you've lost. We would also like to recognize everyone at MAD Canada for their ongoing commitments to helping keep our community safe and providing compassionate services for the families, the victims, and the survivors when these tragic events happen. MAD Canada, Alberta's monument for victims of impaired driving, stands as a valuable reminder that life is precious and we all have a role in ensuring no more lives are lost needlessly. By engraving the monument with the names of family members and friends whose lives were suddenly and cruelly taken, we are sharing the story about the very real and human consequences of impaired driving. This monument also pays tribute to the victims of impaired driving and acknowledges the loss and heartache their families and friends suffer in the wake of these senseless tragedies. It helps to ensure their loved ones are never forgotten. Our hope is that through education and awareness of real-life consequences, everyone will stop and think before getting behind the wheel while impaired. There are so many ways and options to get home safely, so please make the right choice and encourage all those around you to do the same. Collectively, we can make a difference and help ensure that no more names are added to this monument. Thank you very much, and please be safe.
Thank you, Mayor Acker. Our MAD chapters and community leaders work closely with police services across the country to promote the sober driving message. We appreciate all their ongoing support and collaboration on our programs and activities, and especially for the incredible work they do day in and day out to prevent impaired driving and to keep your communities safe. We are honored to have representatives from law enforcement with us today. First, I would like to welcome Deputy Police Chief Devin LaForce from the Edmonton Police Service.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable dignitaries and special guests. I'm honored to represent the Edmonton Police Service in today's ceremonies. I'll continue with the strong messages that the speakers have just spoken before me, an expression like MAD Canada's strong and simple message: no alcohol, no drugs, no victims. As a police service, it is our duty to educate, prevent, and stop those who choose such a selfish act. We strive to make our city streets safer for you and the people you care about by removing impaired drivers off the roads. But we can't be everywhere, which is why we created Curb the Danger program. With the help of this program, where we ask the public to get involved in the fight against impaired drivers by calling 911, we're able to identify and remove more impaired drivers from the streets and ultimately keep our roads safer. But it shows our stark reality. In 2021, despite being heavily entrenched in a global pandemic, the EPS received over 6,900 Curb the Danger phone calls, and our officers made over 1,900 impaired driving arrests. We know this is only a small sample of what is out there, and when you think about it, that is 20 calls a day, that is almost one call every hour, and that is again just a small sampling of what actually is out in our city streets. In 2022, the service has so far received over 3,600 Curb the Danger phone calls, and our officers have made over 1,100 impaired driving arrests. And the year is not over. This cannot continue. In a day and age when we can summon a safe ride from the ease of our smartphones, it is difficult to understand why impaired driving is still a choice for so many. I hope that this monument, which serves as a permanent visualization of too many lives taken too soon, continues to serve as a reminder to anyone who contemplates getting into a vehicle as an impaired driver that it is not worth it. There is no amount of convenience that outweighs the significance of a person's life. The cost of impaired driving is too high. To the victims who are memorialized and to their families and friends, I am sorry. I'm sorry that there are so many of you. I'm sorry that your lives have been altered and that you have had to rewrite your futures without your loved ones. These are not just names. These are lives that do not get to move forward. These are people who do not get to graduate, to travel the world, to grow old, or to say goodbye. The tragic consequences of impaired driving have touched far too many of us. But with continued dedication to prevent and catch impaired drivers, we can help ensure these victims change the world and leave a lasting impact so that no more families endure such loss and no other names are added to this statue. I'd like to extend my gratitude on behalf of the Edmonton Police Service to mothers against drunk driving, the City of Spruce Grove, and the town of Stony Plain for arranging this important tribute. May we never forget those who have been taken away too soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief LaForce. We are also fortunate to have Inspector Curtis Olson of the Calgary Police Service Traffic and Arresting Processing Section with us today.
Good afternoon. My name is Curtis Olson. I'm the commander for the Calgary Police Service Traffic Unit. I'm here with you this afternoon to honor your loved ones. I want to assure you from an enforcement perspective in Calgary, and particularly with our partner agencies of the RCMP and the Police Service Engagement Program, we are wholly committed to enforcing all that we can do to reduce impaired driving. We work together, we work tirelessly. The men and women that I work with, each and every day, day in, day out, night in, night out, we are doing that. And it's our constant message. It's my constant message to our officers that they are reminded of the importance of that type of enforcement. When we think about working with community partners, we're very closely working with Matt in Calgary. We look to them as strong partners, as those partners that are with us, that stand with us, and we stand with them. We know the heartache. We know the challenges of those, of having to notify family members of the loss of their loved one. What that means for them, and the impacts that are felt even to this day. In fact, I think about this morning when those loved ones are the first thought on our mind. Very back in the morning to the end of the day, and when they're on your mind as well. We work tirelessly to reduce on the education front with Matt in Calgary to create that awareness so that people can make good choices. As a representative of the Calgary Police Service, and all that we do to serve our community, I stand with you. I think about this memorial today, and I had a few moments to share with a few people here just before the event started. Certainly you can't speak with everybody, but I know the stories are very similar to what as Deputy Chief mentioned in the Edmonton Police Service, that there are those personal stories for each and every one. And I thought about the young lives, and I think about the lives of the family members of you here today. And without sharing some of the intimate details of what happened in that circumstance in Calgary, just a few short years ago, I believe it was May 2nd, 2015, with a young, and I will mention the first situation. She was a gal who was killed by an impaired driver, a graduate from, we learned to be shared stories from Trinity Western University, and I graduated from Trinity Western University. Well, obviously it was a number of years ago, then we joke about that, it's been 30 years ago now, but the reality of it is those lives, those young lives that full potential, and for our opportunity to celebrate their lives here today, and think about where we go as a community going forward. And I think about, I shared that thought about, I'm having don't see the memorial, I talked to the family here, with Brenda and Dan, and Yvonne and Giselle about those mountaintop experiences. And we look at the memorial here. I do a lot of hiking and climbing, and what I do know is you'll never get to those mountaintop experiences through valleys. It just won't happen. You can't get there. And so for those moments where you find strength and you get that peace in the valley, their lives memorialize, celebrate those people in your life, all loved ones. Again, I say, much like our law enforcement partners here, we stand together, we stand with MAD, and collectively we stand with you, and as a community, we stand together. So thank you for being here today. Know that in Calgary and in our other parts of Alberta, we are forever working hard, diligently in service to our communities, and it's our honor to do that. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Inspector Olson. And from the RCMP, we are pleased to welcome Sergeant Clint Goulash.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Clint Goulash, the Watch Commander here in Parkland. I'd like to start off by expressing our unequivocal support for MAD Canada and their mission to stop impaired driving and to support victims of this violent crime. Our thanks go out to all their leaders, representatives, and countless volunteers that deliver their programs, not just here in Parkland, but throughout the rest of the province, as well as across the country. We appreciate the awareness that MAD brings to the issues of impaired driving, and we fully appreciate the initiatives that our local MAD chapter spearheads. Many of you may have seen these, including the rolled vehicles placed in the ditches, the impaired driver caught here signs, and of course, Project Red Ribbon. Additionally, MAD gets their message out through many other forums, by way of mail, the internet, school programs, and TV ads. We continue to enforce impaired driving legislation under the new provincial laws that have been created, as well as under the criminal code. Unfortunately, there is still more work to do. This monument and the addition of 7 new names is evidence of that. This monument is very meaningful to the members posted here. We drive by it every day. Each name represents a family forever changed because of a selfish act. An act that we try to prevent and stop. Each name is a tragedy that need not occur. Our hearts go out to all family members of the persons named on this monument. And for any family members in attendance, please know that we stand with you and wish this outcome could have been very, very different. Together, we can change attitudes and behaviors about impaired driving in all its forms. And I look forward to the day we no longer add names to this monument. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Goulash. I want to give special recognition and thanks to the Parkland RCMP for hosting us here today and for providing this wonderful spot for our Alberta Memorial Monument. It means so very much to us. Thank you. Just before we begin our personal tributes, we will light our ceremonial candles. The lighting of these candles is a renewal of our commitment to our families, our friends, and our community. We hope this special remembrance of the gifts which we all share, will sustain us as we continue to heal and help each other. I would like to have Councillor Dave Oldham of the City of Spruce Grove and Honor Guards to come forward for the lighting of our ceremonial candles. Following that, we'll move into our personal tributes, which will led by Tracy Franklin, Canada's Regional Director for Alberta, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, and Jillian Phillips, our Victim Services Manager for the Western Region.
We hope this special remembrance of the gifts which we all share will sustain us as we continue to heal and help each other. We will light the red candle. And the red ray of that flame shall be courage, that courage which shall make us fearless and dauntless in pursuit of our mission to stop impaired driving and to support the victims of this violent crime. We will light the yellow candle. And the yellow of that flame shall be vision, which gives us the courage and the enthusiasm to continue our fight so that one day there will be no more victims. We will light the white candle. And the white of that flame shall be humility, that sense of honor which makes us seek nothing for ourselves, and when we have done a favor for another, to put a seal upon our lips and forget what we have done. We will light the orange candle. And the orange of that flame shall be loyalty, that earnestness of unswerving purpose which accepts every result without discouragement and keeps us true and steadfast to our goal. We will light the green candle. And the green of that flame shall be fellowship, that dear love of not only those who have lost or been hurt, but extends itself to all fellow beings. We will light the violet candle. And the violet of that flame shall be service, component of humility and courage, that gift of yourself to life, that performance of duty which lightens the burdens of another and lightens the darkness of yourself, for in loyal and loving service to others, the love of self is forgotten. We will light the blue memorial candle for all police officers killed or injured in impaired driving crashes, and for all the work that officers do to save life. We will light the multicolored candle for those victims of impaired driving and their families who are not able to be with us this afternoon. Let us observe a moment of silence as we reflect and remember. Thank you.
And I just wanted to make mention, as your loved one's name is called, you're most welcome to stand. We light this candle in memory of Brennan Dorian Baghdad, September the 29th, 1973, November the 1st, 2013. Brennan was extraordinary, highly self-motivated, 2 university degrees, athletic and creative, living life conscientiously. We light this candle in memory of Claude Dennis Bellemont, February the 13th, 1958, March the 15th, 1985. At the time of his death, he was a devoted and loving husband, father of a toddler son and unborn daughter. He left behind a huge hole in the tapestry of their life. We light this candle in memory of Alfred Bennery, February the 7th, 1960, October the 2nd, 2015.
Your beautiful spirit will be remembered as long as I draw a breath until we meet again. We light this candle in memory of Diane Lorraine Woodward, December 26, 1949, October the 5th, 2012. The positive impact Diane had on others continues today. She will be loved, admired, and missed forever. We light this candle in memory of Megan Dawn Longford, July the 26th, 1999, October the 18th, 2016. Our hearts will forever be broken and our souls will not rest until we are reunited again. We love you and miss you so much, Megan. We light this candle in memory of Ryan and Mira, April the 30th, 1983, January 27th, 2004. An amazing young man who really lived life but had so much life left to live. We light this candle in memory of Laura William Shapley, July the 20th, 1981, August the 5th, 2017. Daughter, sister, auntie, friend, lovingly remembered by all who are honored to have known you. We light this candle in memory of Alan Chuck, June the 24th, 1954, May the 20th, 2016. Alan worked so hard for 43 years and he was looking forward to retirement. He is lovingly remembered by his family. We light this candle in memory of Liam James Purdy Coughlin, June the 13th, 2011, February the 23rd, 2020. He and his brother died at the hands of Provincial in Alberta. We light this candle in memory of Quinn Purdy, March the 2nd, 2014, February the 26th, 2020. He and his brother died at the hands of one they should have been able to trust. We light this candle in memory of Robin Segundo Croce, August the 11th, 1992, March the 18th, 2012. Beloved son, our joy, light, hope, loving friend, so much to be, pure, genuine, and beautiful. We light this candle in memory of J. Baptist Alfred Deborah, April the 8th, 1919, October the 31st, 1969. Words cannot express all the love I have had for all of you. Had to leave you so young, so sudden and so soon. Love up until we meet again. We light this candle in memory of Chris Dajczynski, August the 31st, 1977, June the 15th, 1997, forever in our hearts. We light this candle in memory of Constable Dory L. Dietrich, October the 9th, 1971, June the 28th, 2000. We light this candle in memory of Catherine Faye Dito, September the 26th, 1994, April the 19th, 2016. We love and miss you, Katie, and think of you every day. We light this candle in memory of Stephen Ellis, October the 5th, 1977, June the 15th, 1997. We will always miss you, Stephen. God has you in his keeping. We have you in our hearts. We light this candle in memory of Sarah Alice Laura Ewing, July the 20th, 1979, February the 19th, 2009. For every day that passes, your beautiful memory remains, forever loved and missed until we meet again. Mum, Dad, and Sarah. We light this candle in memory of Christy Ann Foot, August 18th, 1979, October the 1st, 1997. Kirsty Foot was loved by all who knew her. She will be forever loved, forever missed, and forever young. We has shone less brightly, the birds have sung less sweetly, the breeze has blown less gently, and the rain has come less softly, since our dear Michelle has gone. We light this candle in memory of Anthony Tony Harrison, February the 4th, 1967, July the 15th, 2012, bright and free, forever loved and missed. We light this candle in memory of Tyler Ispista, December the 18th, 1987, October the 4th, 2013. Our son, our world, taken too soon. You are missed so very much, forever in our hearts. We light this candle in memory of Chloe Emery Canusis, August the 15th, 1984, November the 21st, 2014. An amazing young mother taken too soon, breaking the hearts of those she loved more than life itself. We light this candle in memory of Amy Elizabeth Caulfield, August the 31st, 1981, June the 19th, 1999. Amy, you still shine brightly and will never be forgotten by your family and friends. We light this candle in memory of Rick Kutruk, June 7th, 1963, May the 14th, 1999. Rick was a loving son, husband and father in our hearts forever. We light this candle in memory of Michael John Krieger, January the 12th, 1969, July the 4th, 2018. Husband, father of 5, son, brother, friend, you are forever in our hearts. We love and miss you always. We light this candle in memory of Mark Anthony Krieger, July the 21st, 1967, July the 4th, 2018. Loving and supportive uncle, brother and son, we love and miss you always. We light this candle in memory of Amy Labatt, December the 14th, 1982, December the 13th, 2000. It's been 20 years and I'm still missing you, love Mum. We light this candle in memory of Daniel F. Langlois, September the 6th, 1982, June the 13th, 2002. Son, brother, teenager, husband, artist, clown, loved by all he met for the love he gave away. We light this candle in memory of Gillian Lavallee, January the 11th, 1990, May the 2nd, 2015. Gillian was smart, beautiful, and fiercely loyal to her friends and family, and she's remembered every day. We light this candle in memory of Bradley Joseph Wentz, May the 31st, 1979, July the 3rd, 2011. Bradley had no boundaries for his devotion and deep love of his family, friends, and life. He is remembered as the sunshine in our lives. We light this candle in memory of Susan McLeod, March the 8th, 1970, September the 6th, 1991. We light this candle in memory of Ken Wagensbell, January the 5th, 1971, September the 6th, 1991. Sue and Ken loved together, lived life together, died together, and buried together, forever missed. We light this candle in memory of Michael Manny Maniego, March the 23rd, 1988, November the 29th, 2008. Michael Maniego Manny, loved and missed by many. Michael will always be remembered with love.
We light this candle in memory of Jennifer Lee McCullough, March 27th, 1982, December 10th, 2003. Our beautiful daughter, niece, cousin, and friend. Always loved, always remembered. We light this candle in memory of Teresa Mary McFall. August 11th, 1984, October 29th, 2000. Teresa, just a whisper away, loved and missed forever. Till we are together again, love always, your family. We light this candle in memory of Betty Mint. September 1st, 1953, November 25th, 2019. Taken too soon, you will be dearly missed. Even though you may be gone, our memories of you will live on. Love, Bobby, Suzanne, and Travis. We light this candle in memory of Brian Mulder. September 30th, 1951, December 30th, 2005. You are forever in our hearts. We miss you incredibly and love you more than you can know. We light this candle in memory of Gio Monisuk. July 16, 2010, May 19th, 2013. Our twinkle, twinkle, little star, forever in our hearts. We light this candle in memory of Agnes Morgan. April 25th, 1935, February 4th, 2013. She has made heaven more beautiful. We light this candle in memory of Alexandra Lilia Ollington. January 29th, 2003, September 17th, 2020. A bright, caring young woman who had hoped to see the world. We light this candle in memory of Ethan Peters, May 2nd, 2004, September 17th, 2020. Your wings were ready, but my heart was gone. We light this candle in memory of Catherine Piskey, February 25th, 1968, January 15th, 2019. Catherine, truly a charming, beautiful nurse with a joyful spirit that touched everyone who knew her. We light this candle in memory of Barnaby Provost, May 15th, 1976, June 25th, 2018. Gone too soon, husband, father, son, brother, community leader, who is missed dearly every day. We light this candle in memory of Daryl Frank Ray, November 9th, 1967, May 7th, 2000. Dad, we haven't heard your voice in years, but our hearts have conversations with you every day. We light this candle in memory of Kanae Dawn Renfrew, July 21st, 1985, July 2nd, 2016. Kanae, your life was a blessing, your memory a treasure. You are loved beyond words and missed beyond measure. Love, Mom, Nash, and Ella. We light this candle in memory of Wayne Edward Renas, March 19th, 1961, June 15th, 2013. Wayne was a loving, caring, thoughtful, supportive, easygoing husband and father of two boys, Jeremy, Amanda, Kyle, Marissa. Wayne was a dedicated family man who was always willing to help anyone in need. Wayne, we miss you and love you with all our hearts. We light this candle in memory of Kelly Ross, November 27th, 1967, September 23rd, 2019. Kelly Ross, the man, the myth, the legend, lived, loved, laughed, cherished, and remembered forever. We light this candle in memory of Marty P. Schmimmel, May 14th, 1978, August 19th, 2005. Only those who have lost are able to tell the pain in our hearts at not saying farewell. We light this candle in memory of Michael James Sabodiak, October 21st, 1993, April 11th, 1998. A beautiful soul who loved everyone and everything, always making sure others were happy, smiling, and felt loved. He will be forever missed by those whose lives he touched. We light this candle in memory of Jimmy Maxa Shellstad, March 31st, 1987, July 31st, 2004. From sunrise to sunset, every moment would have been more wonderful if you were with us today. We light this candle in memory of Vincent John Sebastian Stover, September 24th, 1995, October 22nd, 2011. Vincent was a bright light in his family who has struggled with his senseless death. We light this candle in memory of Thomas T.C. Spinks, August 23rd, 1983, November 23rd, 2017. Loved, missed, remembered. Keep them revving in heaven. We light this candle in memory of Robin Leonard Stool, July 22nd, 1949, October 24th, 2004. A man who deeply loved his family, open roads, open skies, open hearts, and open minds. We light this candle in memory of Brandon Thomas, October 8th, 1995, December 6th, 2012. Brandon, thank you for all the joy you brought us in your 17 years. Forever loved, forever remembered, taken too soon. We light this candle in memory of Linda Tremblay, May 21st, 1962, January 14th, 2012. The strongest, most loyal, and protective mama bear, forever missed by family and friends. We light this candle in memory of Tyson Blake Vanderswag, April 3rd, 1994, April 6th, 2012. Those who love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. We light this candle in memory of Jean Marie Nelson Williams, June 13, 1925, April 24th, 1996. Jean loved unconditionally, enriching every life she touched. Her loss is devastating beyond measure. We light this candle in memory of Lucas Witt, January 10th, 1996, November 19th, 2004. Always loved, cherished, and missed. Forever our Louis Von White, Bubble Butt, Pup, and Stinky Cheese Boy. We light this candle in memory of Robert Anton Zastro, May 5th, 1942, June 20th, 2009. And we light this final candle in honor of all of our injured victims. Those who have sustained injuries, often severe and life-changing, as a result of impaired driving. officers. Calgary Police Service Inspector Curtis Olson, RCMP Sergeant Clint Budash, MAD Canada CEO Steve Sullivan, our Piper Jeff Wilkes, and our Honor Guard Corporal Dwayne Prince. At this point in time, I would ask that our Piper play Amazing Grace for us to finalize our ceremony today. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us today, and for those that wish a fond memory from as a victim, there is a little sketch that the girls and the committee members will hand out to you. You can etch your loved one's name onto it as a keepsake for today, so they'll help you do that.